Hey guys, so today we're going to be making a quick, simple, easy chicken wrap recipe. So in terms of our ingredients, I have 3 chicken fillets, some whole wheat tortilla wrap because I'm trying to keep it healthy, some salad, some spring onions, and also seasoning for the chicken. So I have chicken seasoning, all-purpose, and a bit of chili powder because I like my food spicy. So let's get started. So I've already cleaned my chicken, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut them up into pieces and then season it. So this is what my chicken fillets look like after I've cleaned them. So like I said, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut them into strips because it makes it easier when they're in the chicken wrap to fold it. So this is what the chicken fillets looks like after I finish cutting them into strips. So the sizes vary, some are slim, some are thin. That doesn't really make a difference as long as you cut them into strips because you want them to be able to fit into the wrap more nicely rather than being small squares. So now I'm going to put it back into my bowl and then start seasoning it with my chicken seasoning, all-purpose, and chili powder. Now I've put about 2 tablespoons of chicken seasoning on. Also going to add a bit of all-purpose seasoning as well, just sprinkle it on. And then I'm also going to add some chili powder, just to give a bit of spice. So the chili powder is optional. It's based on how you like your chicken. I like quite spicy foods, that's why I'm adding chili pepper, but it's totally up to you if you want to add chili pepper to yours. So what we're going to do now is mix all of the seasoning into the chicken, and then once it's mixed we're going to let it sit for about 20 minutes just to let the seasoning marinate properly to help enhance the flavor of the food. So here is what the chicken strips look like after they've been seasoned. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop it in the fridge for about 15-20 minutes to let the seasoning soak in. So then I'm going to move on to cutting up some spring onions. Then we're going to get frying. So I've just chopped up a bunch of spring onions. So what I've done, I've just cut them up into small little pieces. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pan fry them in the oil before I put the chicken in, which is going to add to the flavor of how the chicken strips come out. And then give it a nice... It's different. Sometimes if you want to, you can use normal onions, white onions or purple onions. Whatever onion you prefer will do, but it's just about your taste preference. So the chicken should have been marinated by now, so we should be able to get frying. So grab a frying pan and some oil and let's get started. I've got my oil in my pan, which is now heated, so I'm going to add my spring onions, let that cook for about 2 minutes, and I'm going to add my chicken in as well. So I'll show you what it looks like after I've done that. So here is my spring onions in my pan. So I'm gonna let that lightly cook before it gets a bit soft. And then I'm gonna add my chicken strips to the pan also. You just need a little bit of oil, you don't need too much. You don't want the chicken to be too oily. So just enough in the pan, and then you just mix the spring onions in a bit of like a circle motion. Added my chicken strips to my spring onion mix. So again, I'm just going to try and separate it a bit so each of the chicken strips can cook evenly. And I'm also going to turn up the heat as well. So with the chicken, you want to make sure that you're turning it as well, like so. I'm trying to get it in with the onions as well. As you can see, the chicken is slowly starting to get more brown in colour. So you're going to have to make sure that you let the chicken cook thoroughly, properly before you take it off the fire, and make sure that you're stirring it occasionally. So you want your chicken to be cooked but also succulent as well, so that means quite juicy. So make sure that you're checking on it as well. Chicken has fully cooked, you can turn off the heat. So now we're going to move on to warming up the wraps. So we're going to put it in the microwave and heat it. What we're going to do now is we're going to heat up the tortilla wraps. So literally a quick easy way is to put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds just to make sure that it's nice and soft and warm. So when you put in your chicken, everything together is going to be nice and warm. Warmed up my chicken wrap. I'm going to add my chicken on one side and also add my salad leaves as well. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll it into a wrap. So literally quite simple. I'll show you what it looks like once I've added all the bits and pieces. You see, I've added my chicken, I've added some salad leaves as well as some bits of avocado as well. Again, this is preference, you don't have to. Totally up to you. You can add salad, you can add other kinds of vegetables to your wrap like sweet corn. It's totally up to you based on what you like. So I'm going to roll it up. Fingers crossed that it comes out right, but I'll show you what the wrap looks like after. There you have it. So literally all I did was rolled it all together. So I think the trick is not to put too much inside the wrap so it can roll perfectly. So I'm just going to try and zoom in so you can see the chicken and the avocado and the veg. I'm also scared to pick it up because I don't want it to break. But yeah, there you have it, a quick, simple, easy chicken wrap recipe. Hope you enjoy.